Hi everyone, my name is Zachary Preucil. I am a cello instructor and co-director of the chamber music program at Farley's. And today I'm going to talk about some fundamental exercises for finding the most ideal positioning in both hands at the cello. So the first item of business is the bow side. Oftentimes when we find our bow hold, we find ourselves thinking quite a lot about the hand, the wrist, and the fingers. And while of course that's very important, we want to consider that the actual shape and the angle of the bow hold comes from the position of our arm. So a really good exercise for finding the arm position is to hold your arm out like this, almost as if you were a waiter and you're going to be serving somebody with a platter, except for maybe you don't have the hand so straight like that. You want it to be nice and loose. Use your elbow to get some motion going in the wrist and the fingers. Feel everything nice and flexible. And then, again using your elbow, flip the arm around so the hand just hangs. It's just super loose, super floppy, no tension whatsoever. It's important when doing this exercise that one is careful not to raise the shoulder and the upper arm, because then we get way too high to be actually playing the instrument. It's also important to observe that when we get into this position, the height of the elbow directly impacts the angle of the hand. And of course, we always want the hand to be within this pronated shape, where we're angling towards the heavier fingers, the first and second finger. If we lower the elbow, then the fingers get a little more equalized, and sometimes the wrist can come up, and that doesn't really help us in getting the tone we want on the instrument. Turning to the left hand, there are some similar points at play. Again, oftentimes we think quite a lot about the fingers and the thumb when we're dealing with left-hand position. However, in the process of doing so, it's easy for us to sink into the habit of pressing or squeezing onto the string. And of course, we want the string to be impressed by the weight of the arm transmitted through the fingers. So, to achieve this sensation, a really great exercise is something we call knuckle knocks. We make a loose fist with the left hand, and again, as with the bow side, we want to generate some movement from the elbow that will make the wrist move like this as a reaction. Then we can gently knock up and down the fingerboard, and this helps us feel what the most ideal height of our arm should be. Following this exercise, we can just rest the forearm on here. In fact, we can bring the other arm around and give the cello a hug, which feels nice and comfy. And then we take this arm away. We still have this arm nice and relaxed, just totally loose weight resting on the cello. And then slowly bring it across and find our proper playing position, but we still feel the weight going into the fingers. So it's kind of a paradox, but in the end, we don't really use our hands as actively when we play the instrument. We use our arms and ultimately our whole body to generate the most ideal amount of weight and achieve the best physical engagement with the instrument. So I hope these tips will prove useful for your practicing, and I hope to be back soon with another video.